I've heard some interesting remarks earlier. One from one of the panelists. He was saying that AI is an enabler. It can give you a holistic view. And another one from our host here, she was saying that the previous UNCHAIN editions were about blockchain, and then regulatory compliance, and this year AI. So I came here today with a combination of regulatory compliance and AI. I'm Adrian. I'm from Kubist, a regtech company from Bucharest. And over the next few minutes, I want to show you how our end-to-end compliance and risk intelligence ecosystem can help institutions transform compliance pressure into a strategic capability. Let's see. So I will talk about why AML has become one of Europe's most significant compliance, operational problems. I'll introduce Kubist. We will have a look at OVERWATCH, the end-to-end compliance of platform. We will explore the 5-layer framework, then show the unified advantage of using a unified platform, and close with the business impact. So UN estimates that annually, 2 to 5% of the global GDP is laundered. Guess how much from that is recovered? Less than 1%. So how regulators have responded with enforcement? Okay, the global AML fines annually runs into billions, but the response itself has created a new problem, an explosion of obligations. So the rule book is multiplying. We have AMLR right around the corner, supervised by the new authority, MLA. EIDAS 2.0 is transforming the way we identify the customers, and this will continue to happen for the following years. So just imagine the pressure on compliance teams. So this is exactly the environment Kubis was built for. Okay, we were born in the following regulatory idea. So our identity solutions is EIDAS and ETSI compliant. Our compliance tooling is compliant with European Union regulation, and our philosophy is automation. But that philosophy now has taken the shape of a single product family, which is what I came here to show you today, OVERWATCH. So what is OVERWATCH? Think of it as, just think of companies that are doing identity in one system, risk, customer risk in another system, case investigation in another system, and maybe reports in spreadsheets. So OVERWATCH collapses the silos into one single platform. And this is how it behaves in practice. So signals come in from transaction monitoring, screening, and identification sessions. They are enriched with context, and then the investigation is done with structured case management, and everything is it has visibility for the board. Okay, so everything fits. This whole picture fits the loop, and every investigation makes the next one smarter. This is a closed loop that improves the system with every investigation. Now, this was built in order to answer the compliance challenge these days. So just imagine that you are in the shoes of a compliance officer. So the rule book is multiplying. Enforcement is intensifying. The operational cost is increasing. There is a shortage of resource because AML specialists are difficult to find. And then just imagine the cost of not doing it right by, remediation programs or fines, or what does that impose? So our approach is totally different. We decided to go from a fragmented point solution to a unified solution, and that minimizes operational drag. It implies fewer and better investigations. It is policy consistency, and it's audit ready by design. And that is through our 5-layer threat mode. So the first layer, monitoring. This is everything. This is where everything begins. This is one single intake channel for alerts. And these alerts came either from transaction monitoring, which analyzes in real time transactions or batches to catch patterns like fraud or laundering. Then they are enriched with screening results from sanctions, PEP, or adverse media, and with identification sessions. The value here is speed. So the time between a risk emerging and an analyst seeing it dramatically shrinks, and it has built-in case management capabilities. Then this is the analysis layer. Basically, when a risk is emerging, an analyst shouldn't open 6 tabs to understand who they are looking at. So the risk is enriched with entity intelligence, which means that it may be, I don't know, customer profile, risk scoring, attributes, you name it. Then the relationship explorer shows the network, who is connected to whom, where funds flow, and then this all has visibility over the board, and it's audit ready. So with context in hand, the work has to be done in a way that is audit ready. So the case management offers a structured way in which the compliance team can look at the risk. The investigation queue offers visibility to operational teams in what's pending, what cases are aging, and the audit trail offers visibility for the compliance teams. So let's say when we have an inspection, the answer is one click away. You don't have to do a lot of reports or work a lot to get to that report for the regulators. Oversight. This is the board view. So the risk dashboard give them KPIs across the platform to show the state of the platform. The compliance oversight, basically, this is the health view. So the board has visibility in real time of the compliance health, and the reports are standardized. So no more 2 weeks scramble when we have let's say an inspection. And the last layer, which is administration, this is the agility that we offer with the platform, because you can have total freedom to adjust the policy as you wish, I don't know, according to the new regulation or to your internal requirements. And then with user and role management, you can control access and permissions to the platform, and everything is governed by system configuration. So our approach, the unified approach, is different between working with different vendors for screening, identity verification, transaction monitoring. So basically, we collapse everything in one platform. And I would let this slide speak for itself, but just want to mention the regulatory adaptability. Just imagine how difficult it is to work with 5 vendors and to have to change the contracts and to manage each one of them as you do the change once and it propagates around all the platform. Same goes for the audit trail. It's audit ready by design, and the cost of ownership is significantly lower. Now the business impact, obviously a lower cost. Faster onboarding means that customer will transact sooner, better customer experience, fewer drop-offs. So operational risk decreases, audit ready by design, and future-proof adaptation, the agility. Now, 3 things to take with you. The institutions that treat compliance as a strategic capability, they move faster and they win more trust. Then the rulebook will keep changing. We have MLR, MLA, EDAS 2.0. So a fragmented approach will not keep the pace. So a unified solution is the answer. That's what we do with Overwatch. We can help institutions stay compliant, scalable, and ready for the next regulatory wave. Thank you very much.